Welcome to CaribData's digital newsroom. I am Evangeline here to share the latest data insights from across our region. Did you know that May 12th until May 18th, 2025 has been designated World Salt Awareness Week? This year's theme is centered on understanding the risks of not knowing how much salt you're eating. Across the Caribbean, nearly 1 in 3 adults suffers from hypertension, the clinical name for high blood pressure. In some countries, hypertension rates exceed 40%, making it one of the region's most urgent public health threats. It has been known for decades that a major cause of high blood pressure is too much salt in the diet. But we now know that it's not just the salt that we add to our food that matters. Now, our salt comes from inside foods we buy and the meals we eat outside our homes. Also, research from Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines shows that many Caribbean households are shifting away from traditional cooking and now eating more processed and fast foods. Other studies show that 75% of the salt we eat now comes from these processed foods, things like bread, deli meats, cheese, and packaged snacks, even canned peas. It's this hidden salt that's sneaking into our bodies. Everyday favorites like rice and peas, baked chicken, macaroni, and coconut bread can be among the biggest hidden sources of salt. Did you know that just one serving of processed chicken can contain nearly half of your total recommended daily salt intake? Also, even though most of us probably know a high salt diet isn't healthy, it turns out that we're terrible at guessing how much we actually consume. In one Caribbean study, 2 out of 3 people who thought they were eating the right amount of salt were actually eating way too much. Today, fast food and ready-made meals have become everyday solutions for busy people. They are convenient, but you should always check because salt is mixed into almost all fast foods. Some countries, including Belize and Trinidad and Tobago, have started public education campaigns aimed at helping their citizens understand their diets much better and teaching them how to reduce salt in their foods. However, the Pan American Health Organization has warned that, on its own, education isn't enough. They strongly recommend also having mandatory warning labels on food packaging and requiring food companies to change their recipes, as well as providing clearer information for consumers. So, what can you do right now on a personal level? Well, you can do things like choosing fresh vegetables, using salt-free seasonings, and cutting back on highly processed foods. Make a point to learn more about what's really in the food that you eat. At the end of the day, the power to protect your health isn't just what you avoid, but what you choose every day, every meal, every moment. I am Evangeline, and this was the latest data story from CaribData's digital newsroom. Thank you for listening, and as always, please connect with us if you have any comments or questions. Goodbye.
Data is everywhere, but can we hear its story? The world is flooded with data, but insights remain hidden. CaribData turns complex data sets into compelling, trustworthy stories. Empowering decision makers, engaging communities, driving action. CaribData, the future of data-driven storytelling.